Hi guys, Sean here from ConceptChemicals and welcome to another Ask the Professor. And today's Ask the Professor is an how-to question. How do we restore an headlamp that's actually started to degrade and go yellow? So the process is, realistically, headlamp restoration. The main thing to be concerned about, or one of the main things for headlamp restoration, is controlling the heat build-up in the polycarbonate. We don't want to put too much heat into that, otherwise we send it white, and the problem with sending it white, we can't actually bring it back from that. It's an headlamp replacement. So that's the main factor. Headlamp restoration, it's the controlling the heat build-up as we start to do the machining process. So to start off with, what we're going to do, we've obviously cleaned the area down, we've wiped everything down, we've degreased it. We're going to mask the area out. And then we're going to use the P12 compound with a lambswool to take scratches out, and just to see if it's necessary, to see if we can actually restore the headlamp without actually having to use an abrasive paper. And the reason I say that is the more scratches we put into it, the more difficult the operation is going to be. So if we can try and keep it very simple, localize it without the use of an abrasive paper. I'm not saying in some instances an abrasive paper is not going to be the way to go, but initially we need to do a quick test to actually see whether it actually warrants an abrasive paper. So let's do it. Okay, so we've masked the area up, so the next step is to machine the area up. Obviously this is a test just to see if the lambswool is actually going to correct the damaged headlamp, or whether we're going to need to use an abrasive paper. So I'll just do a quick test just to see. As with any form of machine polishing, always start off with the process that is actually going to be the easiest to offer a quick fix. So the more aggressive we go with something, the longer we've actually got to spend to correct that. So I'm obviously not using the abrasive paper for the time being, because in a lot of instances on headlamp correction, you don't need to use an abrasive paper. And what people tend to do is they actually tend to use an overly aggressive abrasive paper and have to spend a lot of time machining. So as we've said, the drawback to the machining side of it is we've got to control the heat build-up. So I normally run my machine speeds quite high, but I don't use a lot of pressure. So we'll just do a short run just to see where we are with it, just to see what we can correct. What we've actually got, if you get in a certain light, you can actually see some swirl marks actually in the polycarbonate. That's obviously due to the compound and pad combination, which realistically is a second step with the P40, and a medium foam should actually remove all that. So it should actually leave a nice, crisp, clear headlamp finish. So let's carry on with that. If I come round here, you've got all the swirl marks. Yeah, so we've actually corrected the headlamp. We've left some swirl marks, that's due to the machining process with the lambswool. So all that's left to do now is actually remove those. So let's do it. So we'll switch pads. Yeah, this is a medium foam, medium cutting foam, but it's used with the finishing product, the P40, Surface P40, which is a light swirl mark and hologram remover. So this will actually generate a lot more heat than the lambswool. Right, so we'll get the light back in it, make sure we've took all the swirl marks out. I actually looked at it before, we've got all the swirl marks coming down to the front of the lens, and they've all gone. So there you've got it, guys, how to restore an headlamp, in this instance without using an abrasive paper. Two products, P12, P40. P12 in combination with the lambswool, the P40 with a medium cutting foam. They've got it. Relatively simple. Just one point, and it's quite critical and crucial when you're actually doing headlamp restoration. You must control the heat build-up. So stop machine the machine polishing periodically, just to check to make sure that you're not actually sending the surface areas white. So if you like it, hit the like button. If you've got any comments, put them in the comments section below. If you actually want us to do any more videos like this, how-to videos, obviously put them in the comments section below. Failing that, we'll see you very, very soon for another Ask the Professor.